As always, you're with your host, Chadwick George. And you have my co-host, Dennis. And how you doing today, Dennis?
I'm feeling good. Feeling real good today, man. I want to say life is good. I want to say thank you to the OnPoint Network for giving us this opportunity.
As always.
I think we should go ahead and get right into it because we got some juicy stuff to talk about, baby.
For sure, but we got to introduce my boy, my main man, Jared. How we doing today?
I'm doing all right. I'm here ready to talk about some college, some recruiting. I'm ready for sure. Let's do it.
It's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. Let's get into it. First on the docket right here.
Denzel Mims, right, Dennis?
No, I ain't gonna.
That's tomorrow. Yeah.
Hey, man, Denzel Mims, that's that boy. We'll talk about that tomorrow, though, for sure. We got Caleb Williams. He's number one ranked quarterback in for 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just committed to Oklahoma. Lincoln Riley gets another stud quarterback. What's you guys' takes on it, man? I know if you guys haven't looked at him, please look up his tape. He's pretty good.
I want to say this. All right, and I'm gonna ask you and Jared this because my research on this ain't as deep. But usually the number one guy coming out of high school, how many of those number one guys have won the Heisman?
That's a good question.
I'd have to think about it and look it up.
I don't think it's too many. I will say
y'all think of one off the top of your head? That's what I want to know.
No.
No, I don't.
I don't know one off the top of my head. I'll give you that one.
Deshaun Watson was like second, I think, or third to win a national championship.
He won a national championship, but not a Heisman though. That's a good question right there. Let's see, Trevor Lawrence.
We might see it this year between Trevor and Justin Fields.
But I don't think any of them have I can't think off the top of my head of a number one player that's won the Heisman. That's a good one.
Yeah. That is a good one.
This kid's good though. Nevertheless, I think this kid is good, at least. Especially molded by he'll get molded by Lincoln Riley too. He's definitely going to be a good quarterback, I feel like. Jared, I mean, you've watched tape on him, I'm pretty sure. I mean, what's your take?
Yeah. He you have the top three when there it is. So yeah, he announced he was going to make his decision. I mean, he's been for a while between these three teams, my LSU Tigers, the Oklahoma Sooners, and Maryland Terrapins. So he's from DC, so Maryland was the local choice, of course. That was where that interest came from. Mm-hmm. LSU, he just always had an interest, and Oklahoma the same thing. I don't remember if there's any real specific reasons. I think it's just those teams, how they've played, just how he fits into it. Yeah. But I mean, you look at it, Oklahoma, Spencer Rattler, redshirt freshman starting next year. So he has at least 3 more years. So even if Caleb Williams redshirts his first year, he still has 2 more years behind Spencer Rattler at Oklahoma.
If he doesn't take his spot.
I don't
think it's possible because I think Spencer Rattler is.
It's always anything's possible, but I don't know.
But
I think Spencer Rattler is damn good.
I think he is too. Don't get me wrong. I think Spencer Rattler is he's going to be a great college quarterback. But anything can happen, though. You never know, especially in college. In college. He also just won the Elite 11 MVP award too, which is
that's where he announced it because it was on 4th of July.
Yeah, which is pretty strong. I can't get the word out.
I should have gave you the slide for the final results for like who placed where, because there was other guys like Grant Nussmeier. What's his name? Yeah. The son, the Cowboy quarterback, his son who committed to LSU. He finished like 6th or something.
No, for sure. But I got high hopes, bro. Like I said, I mean, when you're playing with Lincoln Riley or a quarterback, you got to be doing something.
I just saw how it was like dominoes, basically. Like Talia, Spencer Rattler came in, played well when he did with Oklahoma. They like prepared him. He's the future. Talia came in, went to Maryland, took that QB spot.
Yeah.
LSU has 1 year of Miles Brennan.
That's true.
So the QB job's up in the air. It's him versus Grant Newsmeyer, who we obviously just smoked in the Elite 11 because I watched it and he was smoking people. So I don't know. I feel like not even all bias aside, it just made way too much sense
to go to LSU rather than go in here.
But it's his choice. We'll see what happens. You never know the reason people have.
Right. I think when you're looking at it too, though, I think what it came down to is when you're looking at it and say if you're a college quarterback and you see Lincoln Riley and produce 2 Heismans now, he then got a quarterback drafted in the 2nd round in Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
I'll take my chances to play that 1 year with him, even if I have to, or try to beat the guy out. I think that's what's going through his mind. Like, I'll take that chance to play with Lincoln Riley. You know, if I can play with Lincoln Riley, he can get me to the level of Baker Mayfield or a Kyler Murray because Kyler only played 1 year with the guy. So or to Jalen Hurts, like, and get drafted because I think that is probably his end goal. Then I'm okay. I'll do it. So I think that was that was definitely his mindset behind that.
Yeah, it's his choice, definitely.
For sure. But all right. North Carolina gets another 5-star recruit, another high recruit at that too. They got the number 7 national ranked player and the number 1 cornerback in Tony Grimes. What's North Carolina doing? Do you think it's just Mac Brown, him just going there? What do you guys think? Or I
think, I mean, I feel like Mac Brown is like a very influential person in the college football world, and I feel like people like parents. A lot of it has to do with parents' trust in a coach.
Yeah,
and a lot of dads watch college football and they know about Mac Brown and they respect like that. It happens with these high level coaches and former players and stuff. Like I've said before with Arizona State with Herm Edwards and Antonio Pierce recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just killing it because they have that reputation.
That's true.
I think that North Carolina football is on its way to be better than North Carolina basketball.
It's back.
You think it's gonna be better than basketball?
I think it's gonna be. I mean, just think about it. North Carolina basketball. They ain't done nothing in a while.
I mean, 3 years ago they won the championship.
They won the championship. I thought they lost. I thought they lost to Villanova.
No, they won one. They lost one. And they won one.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to take that back. My fault.
I'm about to say, come on, now. You don't play my boy. Don't play my boy Roy like that. Like he just ain't over there slinging.
No, Roy is legendary. Let me get that. Let me say all this together. Roy is legendary, but the moves that North Carolina is making,
Mac Brown is too.
The moves that North Carolina the football team is making is to not make you say, "Oh, you come to North Carolina, you playing ball."
Hey, they make Clemson sweat.
When people go to Duke, it's immediately, "Oh yeah, you're gonna go play basketball." Yeah.
There was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in that Clemson game.
Unless you're Danny Dimes.
Yeah,
more like Danny Nichols, but unless
Danny Nichols from Duke.
So when it comes down to, guys, is that I do feel like I told you guys on the show last week that North Carolina is going to beat Clemson this year, but Mac Brown is the key factor at the end of the day. I mean, he's a good coach. I mean, you saw this year improving immediately, just as you said with Arizona State and Herm Edwards. When you have a good coach, you're going to improve immediately. That's why I was still surprised that the Illinois, I mean, that they were so bad these last couple of years with Lovie Smith. I think Lovie Smith is a good coach. And they finally had a year where it was like, okay, now you can finally see that, you know, Lovie Smith is actually starting to play, he's starting to play there. When you have a good coach that deserves to be in the NFL, they're coaching in as far as like storied in the college football world, you're going to do big things. So that's what you're seeing with Mac Brown right now and his recruiting also, because Mac Brown can recruit players. I mean, I think North Carolina's on the up and coming for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. I had them in my top 25s. Where do I have them?
I definitely think they're top 25 for sure.
I have them at number 20. I have them in my top 20.
Yeah, see, I like I said, I can dig that. I can definitely dig that. All right.
There's them in Arizona State. The thing is with them, they're getting a lot of these their guys from like this new regime that they each have. They're getting it's pretty much the lineup starting to be dominated by those recruits.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Especially Arizona State.
100%.
They both have some talent on both sides of the field.
They do. I'm excited to see them.
Yeah,
Truly.
definitely.
All right. So right here, you have all the QBs that transferred. The transfer from different schools. Obviously, some of them actually played last year. Some of them didn't. I think all of them did, except for a couple, about like 2 or 3.
Gatewood, I think, is the only one who didn't really play.
Yeah. But
and Tolia.
Who do you guys think is going to make the biggest splash on their respective teams now?
Tua. Little Tua.
Honestly and truly, I'm going to keep telling you guys this. That man down there at the bottom, Derek King, that man is going to be in the Heisman race this year. He's going to be in the Heisman race this year. I think he's going to make the biggest impact this year. He was one of the best quarterbacks he was one of the highly scouted quarterbacks last year until he stopped playing. That's what I will say. I want to say he was one of the best. I'm excited to see the guy play with Miami, though. I think he can kind of take them over a hump. Not to beat Clemson, but they'll compete this year. But I think he's going to be really good. The battle to look at is Jamie Newman and JT Daniels. Went to the same school. That's going to be fun to watch, truly. Who do you think is going to get that spot, guys? JT Daniels?
Jamie Newman's got it locked. I don't know why JT Daniels went to Georgia. I have no idea. I don't think he's even better than Carson Beck. I think he'll be behind Carson Beck.
I agree with that, too.
I question it. I like Jamie Newman. I think him and Pickett might have the most QB, like single between a QB and receiver combination, like production total in the whole country. I think they have a chance to do that.
I agree with you on that. Felipe Franks. If you watched this guy last year.
Oh, yeah. LSU fan.
Yeah, this guy was bad, to be honest with you. I ain't gonna say he was bad, but he was pretty. He wasn't that good though. He needed to transfer though because he got a spot taken when he got injured. But you can see though, I think he lost him a game last year too. I don't remember what game it was. He lost him a game.
Yeah, he did.
I'm also interested in Joey Gatewood to see how he plays with Kentucky. I forgot who their quarterback is right now.
Homer.
No.
They actually had Lynn Bowden play quarterback a lot last
that's because he got injured though. They had a quarterback, Terry Wilson.
Yeah.
They have Terry Wilson from a JUCO who was dearly missed last year, actually on that team. But it's going to be interesting to see who wins that starting spot. If it's Joey Gatewood or it's Terry Wilson. It's going to be an interesting little QB battle during when they start up again. Who do you guys think is going to do the worst on this list?
I'm not going to count JT Daniels because I don't think he's going to really play.
Just going to play. Let me specify it.
Felipe Franks, probably.
I'm saying Jamie Newman.
Whoa.
Why Jamie? What Jamie do to you?
Georgia just don't throw the ball like that.
Well, they had Jake Fromm. I mean, it was what it was.
I actually think Tua's little brother is. I don't think he's gonna be that good. I have no faith in the guy.
Oh man,
I have no faith in the guy.
All right, I respect the hot take.
I have to see more.
I think him and Rakeem Jarrett are gonna put up some good numbers. The freshman.
I like how Maryland is doing.
1 second, guys. Keep going.
I like how Maryland is doing their thing though. So I'm gonna have to say I think Tua's gonna have a good time over there, little Tua.
Yeah, I mean, he has a stronger arm than Tua does. I know that.
Well, I mean, Marcus Vick had a stronger arm than Michael Vick, so
we're gonna see. I like Talia though. I don't think he's bad at all.
And he was more accurate, so
I don't like JT Daniels at all. I really don't. I never thought he was good. He had a lot of production in high school, but he had Amon-Ra St. Brown just destroying people.
Yeah, I think everything's I think Tua's gonna go into a nice situation. Maryland, one thing about Maryland, boy, they play hard over there.
The dude Rakeem Jarrett, he was a 5-star receiver, one of the top receivers recruited in the 2020 class. He committed to LSU and then he decommitted and went to Maryland. He's nice.
Why did he leave? I don't understand that one.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. They got to put respect on LSU's name. People keep leaving. Dylan Moses was committed to us since from 8th grade, 7th grade to his junior year.
Committed at 8th grade.
Instead, to LSU. He was from Louisiana, and then he decommitted in 11th grade, and then committed to Alabama around signing day.
That's crazy.
Who else? I don't know. We've had some. Yeah, people are getting recruited out of middle school now. It's crazy.
KJ Costello will struggle at Mississippi State.
He's got Mike Leach is there now. I think he'll do all right. I mean,
Leach is going to do great over there.
Yeah, I mean Leach. If you look at the recent QBs, he's produced good numbers. Had produced good numbers in college. Gardner Minshew before him, Luke Falk, and then after Gardner Minshew, Anthony Gordon last year, who was tops in production in the country.
I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what he does there. Mike Leach. I'm excited. All right,
let's see if he has Kylan Hill with the whole the racism stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said and that's why I said it's going to be interesting this year. It's going to be very interesting to see. Let's move on to our next topic real quick. ACC top 5 QBs for 2020. You got Trevor Lawrence. You got my boy Derek King, Sam Howell at 3, Mikael Cunningham at 4, and then 5 at Tommy DeVito. Jared, I have a feeling that you don't agree with this.
I like Tommy DeVito arguably over Sam Howell. I really like Tommy DeVito for some reason.
So you have Sam Howell at 5?
No, I would have Cunningham at 5. Sam Howell,
okay?
It'd be tough to put Tommy DeVito over him right now, but I like him more than Sam Howell, in my opinion.
So are you okay with having Derek King at 2?
That's fine. I mean, he's going to produce. He's going to put up numbers. He has an interesting offense around him, so.
Okay.
Tate Martell, they're going to use Tate Martell in different ways too.
That
so.
sucks.
I mean, he is athletic and he can do other things besides
barely
the ball.
But he can, but barely.
But the list
they'll find a way to use him.
What you about to say, Dennis?
I'll wait till the season start to judge that list. Right now is okay with me.
I don't feel like you're big on Sam Howell. You said you think he's overrated, didn't you? When you don't say you think he's overrated?
Yeah, you know how that is.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's got some good weapons, Sam Howell.
He does. So we'll see. I'm okay with this list, though. I mean, I think it's fine. I will move Tommy DeVito over Mikael Cunningham for sure, but I'm fine with this list. All right, this is the highest paid active college football coaches. Anybody on this list that doesn't deserve your money? I can think of 2 right off the back, but I'll let you guys go. Anybody on this list that doesn't deserve your money?
Jim Harbaugh.
Jeff Brom is the first one that I see for sure.
I agree with the Jeff Brom. I agree with the Jim Harbaugh too. But
Jim Harbaugh deserves to be in the 10, I think, but at 10, way less.
I think a lot of his money comes from his recruiting abilities because let's not take it away the fact that this man is great at recruiting.
He recruits guys.
He's just not great at winning games. That's just as simple as that.
Daxton Hill, the safety that's going to be coming in, he's ridiculous.
I mean, he had at one point in time he had 3 5-star recruit wide receivers.
Yeah, Rashawn Gary, Jabril Peppers, and he had somebody else too that year.
He had a wide receiver too. I forgot what his name was. He had a wide receiver on his team. That was 5-star.
Donovan People-Jones that year.
Yep, that's who it was. My boy Patrick said Jimbo.
Nah, Jimbo. I'm fine with Jimbo. I think he's a top 5 college coach.
Yeah, I think he is too. I think you just got to give Jimbo a couple more years. I mean, you can't judge a coach off of 2 years.
He should have beat Clemson if we really want to talk about it.
He should have, but I'm saying a lot of people like to judge coaches off of 2 years, you got to give him more than 2 years. You got to give him at least let's say a 4-year grace period before you start judging them. Even though, on all actuality, they do get judged after 2 years and stuff. But you got to give a grace period to extent. I would think once Jimbo get everything together, I think this is the year where you'll see him. And they had a tough schedule last year too, so let's not remember that either. Let's remember that like they had a tough schedule. But this is the year that I think Jimbo and Texas A&M take that leap. What else? I think Lincoln Riley should probably be getting paid more now. Yep. For sure.
He'll get paid soon, though.
He'll be getting paid soon. Georgia's going to give Kirby Smart more money, too, also, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Gus, I think, is in a good spot.
Yeah, Gus is chilling.
Ryan Day's going to move up to this. He's going to move up, too, here soon. If he has, like, 3 good seasons, he'll move up for sure.
Herm Edwards is going to cash out soon.
Yeah, he is, too. I think this list is fine, though, other than Jim and Jeff. I think those two. But like I said, Jim's getting paid off his recruiting abilities, I feel like now. I think one more year of him losing to Ohio State, 1 or 2, I think
that's the standard, man. That's the game you got to win.
Yeah, that's what I say. If you lose 1 more year or 2, he's done. Like, he's finished. Like, you can say bye to good old Jim Harbaugh over there. But we'll see, though. And I think
when he has good quarterbacks rolling in, too.
That's the funny thing. But I think Jim, too, I think he's going to get an NFL job, too. Like, let's not – he'll get an NFL job anywhere. The guy's an NFL coach, honestly, truly. Honest and truly. All right. Oh, my bad. All right. This is the most overrated, most underrated team by conference this year. So, for ACC, we'll go one by one. You have overrated North Carolina, underrated Virginia Tech. Dennis, I know you're happy to see this because you think didn't you say North Carolina?
Right, because I'm sitting here saying, I'm like, I'm not the only one, huh? So it's like.
But do you believe that Virginia Tech is underrated?
No, I don't think they need to be rated at all.
They got a couple good players, but they don't really have that good of a team.
They're not the Virginia Tech of old. The Virginia Tech of old was a speed team.
Oh, they were amazing.
Yeah, I like Caleb Farley, their corner, but not really too much other than that.
They used to give Miami fits.
Yeah, they did. Soda, who do you guys think is the underrated team? Who do you guys think is the overrated? Well, I don't think North Carolina is overrated, so that's one thing. But who do we think is the underrated team?
I think North Carolina would be the underrated team.
I think North Carolina is the underrated team also. If it's not North Carolina, I would honestly put Syracuse over there. So it's one of those.
Yeah, Syracuse. Yeah, I like that.
So who's the overrated? I don't
Tommy
think
DeVito, Andre Cisco.
I don't think there's an overrated team. I don't have an overrated team.
Yeah, that's tough because everybody knows the ACC is kind of weak.
Yeah, so I think there's underrated team. I don't have an overrated for this one. I guess if we're talking about off of publicity right now, then North Carolina probably would be overrated because we haven't seen what they've done yet this year.
Yeah.
But, I don't have one, though. So let's go to the Big Ten. You got Wisconsin is overrated. Underrated is Indiana. What do we think about that one?
I like underrated for Indiana.
I think who's on Wisconsin right now?
Huh?
Wisconsin's team, he said. Who's on Wisconsin?
Do they make your top 25, Jared?
Yeah, of course.
I got Wisconsin in my top 25, yeah.
They're 14 for me.
Okay, I can see why now.
I don't think they're overrated. I mean, it's just kind of hard. Once again, it's kind of hard to say someone's overrated when you're playing against. They don't never have the talent. I don't want to say they don't never have the talent to compete with Ohio State sometimes.
No, nobody in that conference does right now.
So I think that's where it goes wrong when people say someone's overrated because they can't beat Ohio State. I just don't think they have the talent.
Who can beat Ohio State, man? That roster is crazy this year, man.
Yeah, so saying someone's overrated because they can't beat the best team in the conference, who's definitively the best team. I don't know about that one. If anything, you're overrated. It should be Nebraska. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nebraska's the overrated here. Let's be honest here, guys. So I'm taking on Wisconsin off because they're going to be a top 14, they're going to be a top 15 team for sure. And I'm putting in Nebraska right there with Mr. Scott Frost who's on the heels of losing his job.
People believe in Michigan right now, so I'm going to put them for overrated.
Ooh, I was going to say Michigan for the big.
I didn't think about Michigan because I just stopped believing in Michigan. I think that was
but a lot of people do for some reason, so I don't know why.
Yeah, every year Michigan gets believers, but I just don't understand it. Hey, I mean, they have a good team. They do. They've had a good team for the last 3 years or so. They haven't had the best quarterback, but they've had a good team. I will say that.
Yeah, they've had players.
Yeah, like they've had players. They just don't put it all together, which is sad to see. Because later on the show we have another topic that you'll see. But next one is Big 12. Big 12. I'm sorry. Overrated is Oklahoma State and the underrated is TCU. What do you guys feel about that?
I don't think Oklahoma State's overrated.
I
think they got a solid team.
I think
they're Chuba Hubbard and Spencer Sanders, so they got their QB running back figured out. That's big.
I think they're rated where they're supposed to be rated. I mean, if you're going overrated, I mean, look no farther than Mr. Tom Herman and Sam Ehlinger.
Ehlinger's getting a lot of hype.
Sam Ehlinger is going to be good?
No,
Sam Ehlinger's getting a lot of hype.
I think Sam Ehlinger and Tom Herman are overrated. That's why I said, like, I would put Texas there. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I got Sam Ehlinger like this. He reminds me of that Penn State quarterback from a couple years back.
Christian Hackenberg.
Hackenberg, exactly.
Hackenberg, okay.
So garbage.
He either going to be Hackenberg or he's going to end up playing like I can't think of nobody else to pinpoint right now, but
Trace McSorley. There you go.
Yeah.
Trace McSorley was a beast. I agree with you. That's why I said I think that's my overrated team. Underrated team for TCU. I guess.
I like they lost everybody.
Their secondary is great. They got the best safety combo, I think.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm okay with TCU being underrated. I give them that for sure. All right, Pac-12. You got Cal is underrated. Overrated. What team is that?
USC. Why would USC is not overrated.
I don't think USC is overrated. That's
They're the only team that could compete with Oregon, I think, in the Pac-12 right now.
They always overrated.
But this is like Ohio State, where I don't think anybody really can truly compete with Oregon in that conference.
No. For Cal being underrated? I don't know. I guess I think Cal. Doesn't Chip Kelly coaches there, didn't he? Doesn't he?
No, UCLA.
No, he's UCLA.
Yeah, okay. Who does Cal have?
I don't. Who's their coach right now? I'm blanking out. And they got a couple decent players. Nobody crazy though. I know that.
I mean, like I said, I don't think USC is overrated. Nor I don't know if I can. I've watched a game, like 2 games last year at Cal, and they look good. I don't really have an overrated for this conference. I just think they're in the same spot where you can't beat Oregon. You just can't beat Oregon. It happens every once in a blue moon when you beat them, but you just can't beat them. Like it'll be a thing where Ohio State loses to Purdue or Ohio State loses to Iowa or something like that. Like it just happens in a blue moon. Oregon will lose to a team they're not supposed to lose to, basically.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to stop Brew McCoy and Amon-Ra St. Brown in the same offense.
I agree.
It's going to be really tough to stop. Oregon's the only secondary in that conference, I think, that has the pieces to do that.
It's definitely going to be tough for people to stop them. I think maybe Washington. I think I could put Washington as my
Elijah Molden is nice. He can lock down Amon-Ra or Brew, but it's just a matter of who they're going to have that would guard the other person. So that'd be tough.
That's very true. SEC. Let's move down to the SEC. This is funny. Auburn overrated. What do you guys feel about that one?
Pat laughed at.
They play all SEC games close all the time, I feel like.
So I think the reason why
I think Georgia's overrated.
I think Georgia is overrated. That was going to be my overrated team, actually. I think the reason why somebody put Auburn as overrated is because who their quarterback is, and it's my man Bo Nix, and that boy is not that good. But it was his freshman year though, So he might have went to the summer. Might have been in the summer slinging rocks, go over there training like Cameron Newton. He probably was training with Cameron Newton, Yeah, you never know. The man, he could have got better. But from what we saw last year, the guy's not that good. I agree with the underrated. It's not a homer pick here, Dennis, before you say it. I just think UK is underrated. They have a lot of starters returning. They did lose Lynn Bowden, who's a big part of their offense, but they're gonna plug in AJ Rose in that position. I'm not saying AJ Rose is as good as him, but AJ Rose is good though. They're gonna have a QB battle there, so I think they're pretty good though. I think that's an underrated team for sure.
Underrated team in the SEC?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Come on, man.
You know what? That's not a bad pick.
I'll accept it. Good running back, a few good players on defense.
This is the only time I'll accept your Tennessee pick.
I got to go with LSU.
As underrated?
People are counting us out immediately, but forget that we're filling a lot of we just lost Marcel Brooks, which is big, but
y'all lost Joe Brady, didn't y'all?
Yeah, he's on the Panthers with Matt Rule now.
That's right. So I think that's the reason why people are counting y'all out. It's not because y'all lost your quarterback. It's because of Joe Brady.
It's a lot because of the people think a lot of the guys we lost, overall the roster is these super key. We have guys to replace, and we're bringing it again, having fresh faces like Eric Gilbert, who are already up. We're upgrading at positions people think we're downgrading on for losing players, but we recruit top 3 to 5 every year.
Yeah, dude. That's why I said you have players stored up for sure. I have you guys rated to the only reason why I can call you guys underrated because I have you guys still finishing high in the rankings. Patrick said hell nah to Tennessee, so Dennis, he don't like your pick, man. Let's move on. He don't like your pick. All right, so these are the sack leaders first season. The highest sack leaders first season, the last top 10, obviously. Do we see anybody getting past that 20? That Elvis Dumerville is pretty impressive as a 20. Do we see anybody catching that anytime soon? That's in college right now.
We can see close to it with Rousseau and Kayvon Thibodeau and possibly Zach Harrison if he refines a little bit more of his pass rush.
Yeah, he has to fix some things for sure. I don't think no one beats. I don't not right now. I don't think anyone beats. I think.
Micah Parsons, maybe, if he goes off.
I thought Chase Young had a chance last year before he got suspended. I thought he would have had a chance to beat it, but that 20 is impressive though, and it's been there for a little while now. If you really think about it, it's very impressive. I forgot Josh Allen alone had 17, but it was a pleasure watching that man play in college. But a lot of good names on this list, though. A lot of good names. But, yeah, I don't think no one's going to beat that, though. I just wanted to see if you guys thought. What about Dennis? You think anybody's going to be able to beat that anytime soon?
I'm looking at this list and look like it's only about 4 of these guys in the NFL.
It's 4 or 5.
No,
5.
there's a few.
Oh, Harold Landry's in the NFL,
Most
too.
of them. Harold Landry He plays for the Titans. He's going to have
a
great rookie year last year.
Chase Young, Harold Landry, Von Miller, Josh Allen, who should have won Defensive Player of the Year.
Remember Harold Landry? He dropped to the second round for some reason out of Boston College.
Yep. Jalen Ferguson's in here too, I think.
DeMarcus Walker plays for the Broncos.
Yep. DeMarcus Walker.
I liked him a lot coming out of college, and I think he'd be all right in the NFL still.
I think it's 6 people that's on this list on there, 6 out of 10, and that
Jalen Ferguson's in there. Nate Orchard.
So it's 8. I think it's 8.
I think Ishmael's just the only one, and obviously Dumerville's retired.
What about
he plays for the Saints, I believe. Kikaha.
He had 19 sacks. I don't even remember that.
He was a weird tweener outside linebacker, D end who couldn't cover it all.
Right, I remember that. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Top 5 active college football rivalries, which I was talking about when I said we had a topic about something.
Michigan and Ohio State at 3.
Well, I think it fell back because
that's number 1. That's number 1.
It fell back because Michigan ain't been balling lately.
I don't care.
All right, so as an Ohio State fan speaking, Ohio State supporter, I'm saying. The reason why that is at number 3, even though it's a game most of the time each year, the reason why they drop that to number 3, which I still do believe it is number 1, but I do understand if people say it is number 3 because, once again, Michigan has not won a game.
What's the last meaningful game y'all had?
2013.
They've had two recently.
No.
2016, 17.
Yeah, 2016 and 2017. You said meaningful. No.
I mean, JT Barrett didn't get the first down.
He did get the first down.
We'll talk about that. We could talk about that.
He got the first down, but we're not going to talk about that.
There was some wild ref activity going on in both of those games. It was wild.
It's not our fault that Wichita messed up that game. I forgot what the quarterback name is for Michigan. It's not my fault that Jim Harbaugh's a bad coach.
Was it Wilton Spate?
It was Spate. But the reason why I dropped down is because Michigan has not beat us, 10 years now? I think the last time they beat us was 2013 when we had that season where when Braxton Miller had first came in. I don't even think it was Braxton Miller. I forgot who our quarterback was, but it was
within the decade. It was within the lower part of this last decade,
it was
7 years.
2013 or 2014. It wasn't 2014 either. My bad. It was I don't remember the date. I'm not gonna strain myself either. Just know
Michigan's also had almost playoff talks of a couple of years, I think.
Yeah, but they haven't deserved it.
Hey, Patrick said the Iron Bowl is the best football rivalry.
But if you're talking just all time, it's no doubt. That's one of the best sports rivalries, period.
University of Michigan is 1-15 versus Ohio State.
Yeah, the last 16 meetings for sure. I'm not going to disagree because the Iron Bowl is more competitive right now. That's why I said I'm okay with them. Don't get me wrong. That Georgia and Florida game is nowhere near as good as Ohio State, Michigan.
No, LSU's the biggest rival for Florida.
Sure. That's why I said that Georgia, and I would even take that down past the Texas game. I'm going to be honest with you, Texas-Oklahoma game, because Red River, it's a pretty fun game to watch. I'm going to be honest with you.
That Red River game is nice.
It's just straight offense. So that's why I said,
don't be surprised if Texas and Tennessee get on this list one day.
Never forget Michael Crabtree's catch.
Hey, ain't nobody care about that. I'm okay. Iron Bowl being number 1 at the moment. At the moment, I'm okay with that because, like I said, Michigan has not done anything. I will move to Ohio State, Michigan. 3 is Oklahoma, Texas. I am putting I think that rounds on my top 3 for sure. I would have to look and see what I want to put in there for the rest, though.
I got mine figured out when you're done.
What's yours? Go ahead.
So I got Michigan, Ohio State number 1. Alabama, Auburn number 3. I have Army, Navy number 2.
That's a good one. That's not on this.
Then I would have Auburn. I don't know. You know what's crazy? I think LSU and Alabama is almost as close, if not even, with Auburn, Alabama.
I don't know. Only reason why I'm saying that
just of this last decade.
Oh,
think about the battles in the early of the decade, and then recently too. I don't know. It's tough.
I think
of the last decade.
I get that. I definitely get that. Dennis, what would you like to?
No. I like it the way it is, to be honest with you. As
Okay.
we see, the Ohio State Michigan ain't been that good. All right, matter of fact, I'm lying. Florida and Georgia could go to the back. They could be number
Army
5.
Navy though, man.
Army Navy should be number 2.
They play their seasons to play each other.
They do.
That's how it's insane.
That's why I said the Army Navy game definitely needs to be up here. That's for sure. I'm glad you said something about that.
Yeah.
Army Navy is always, and I mean always, a great game. It's
Classic.
not a time it's not.
And I live 30 minutes from West Point, so I go to the games a few times.
Oh,
I bet. There it is. Okay.
what's this one?
Oh, it's hard to let's see. Okay, for 2020, who's next to Purdue? To the right.
Needs to be tier 1.
Is it it's the actual receivers in the picture?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, okay. Here we go. we could talk about this. Who's next to Rondale Moore in the top between him?
Yeah, that's Rondale Moore. Rondale Moore is
next to him.
Next. I don't know who that is. I'm trying to figure that out.
I can't see the helmet.
Let's just do this. Let's do who do we feel is tier one wide receivers? Who do we think is the best wide receiver in college right now? Give me a top three.
Let me pull up my notes from my episode a while ago.
That's fine. We get top 3 wide receivers in college football right now. Dennis, you got yours?
I don't know their names offhand, but I know one of them played for Clemson and the other one plays for Bama.
Well, Justin Ross, he has like a spine neck thing, so he's not playing.
Time out. Didn't Michael Williams have a neck situation too?
Yes.
Yes.
Clemson better figure that out.
Yeah. I don't know what they do with their players where they have neck injuries.
Only their wide receivers got neck problems.
Which is bad too because.
So if I'm not like pandering to like the media and like the common rankings, I'm going off my straight like beliefs. My tier 1 is Garrett Wilson, number 1 receiver, George Pickens, number 2, and Rondale Moore. I'd have those 3 guys. And then my second tier would be Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sage Surratt.
Oh, yeah, St. Brown. I got to see him.
Devontae Smith, Terrace Marshall, and Jamar Chase would teeter on there.
I'm surprised you didn't have Jamar Chase at 1.
I'm lower on Jamar Chase than pretty much everybody.
You being an LSU fan is surprising with that.
I'm saying, like, people say I'm biased, but I'm realistic with my team. And they'll see it. There's other guys like Daz Newsome could be talked about in there from UNC. There's Jalen Waddle, of course, into that like that next tier. So it's interesting. There's guys coming in from high school right now. Julian Fleming, I think, right away is going to step in this year too.
Yeah, I'm excited about Julian Fleming. I'm excited. I think Garrett Wilson is going to be. I do think Garrett Wilson is going to be a top 3 this year. I think Rondale Moore is special. I think he's very special.
Yeah.
And I do like Devontae Smith a lot though too. I think he gave. And I told you we went back and forth about this, and we can both agree that Stingley and Okudah were the best cornerbacks last year, 2 of the best cornerbacks last year.
Yep.
And he was probably one of the only wide receivers to give Stingley a problem. Don't get me wrong, Stingley was a true freshman wide receiver, so I don't think he's going to do the same thing this year. But, hey, he was one of the only wide receivers to give Stingley the business last year.
I think the only person who truly like got a true advantage over Stingley last year was Kyle Pitts, the tight end from Florida, who was my number 2 tight end behind Jeremy Ruckert in the entire country right now.
Yep.
He was just a straight up mismatch. They for like a whole drive they lined Stingley up on Pitts and he just went right up the seam and just jumped balls and just quick hitches and he was just killing them. Van Jefferson caught a 2-yard slant later that game, that drive. I believe it was the same drive, and he caught like a comeback on him, and that was really it. The thing with Devonta Smith was he caught like a couple decent catches outside of the big touchdown, but the big thing with the touchdown was he was talking to the sideline, like LSU sideline, and there was.
I know he was, but look, we can't give him any excuses.
You gotta watch it. No, you gotta watch the tape.
I know. I see it.
They called hike when he was still talking to the sideline, so he tripped when he was like because he had to get out of his break at the last second. Literally,
They said that Jamar Chase will be a Heisman finalist.
They say Jamar Chase is going to be a top 5 pick in the NFL draft too.
That's what they said.
I just think that's crazy, honestly.
We shall see though.
His production won't be nearly the same this year.
All right. Best offensive player in each conference. We agree with this list?
Hold on.
You got Justin Fields, you got Trevor Lawrence, you got Sam.
Dylan Gabriel I like in the what's the conference again? The
AAC.
AAC, yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, Yeah,
I think Trevor Lawrence gets that. I think Justin Fields gets it too. Justin Fields gets it.
Definitely not Sam Ellinger.
I think.
Can we get to the real conferences? These fake ass conferences. Can we get to a real conference?
Who we talking about? We talking
They're
about
the last one. They're the last one. They're the last one. Sam Ellinger, I don't even think is the best player on his team.
No.
So.
I think Spencer Rattler is going to be the best offensive player in that conference.
Could be. I like Joseph Asai a lot. The guy I did the tape talk on for Texas. He's a menace.
I could see that. Oregon's offensive lineman, yeah.
Or Trayvon Morig, the safety
that's the thing about
corner from TCU.
I don't understand why they so hyped up. They get the ball out in 3 seconds.
Who?
Okay, this offensive lineman though.
Sam Cosme?
Yeah, that boy's a problem.
He's
a problem.
Okay, let me ask you this. Does it look like he played guard or center?
He's a left tackle.
He's a left tackle.
He's a left tackle?
I have him as my 5th offensive tackle in the country right now.
Is he second level ready, or are you just saying that because he's on more?
No, I think
if you plugged him at Kentucky, he's still gonna be the same guy?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a good now. Like Kentucky has good offensive linemen.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Fuck, you plugged him at my school. He's still gonna make it?
Tennessee, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think your running back could be pretty good behind going the left side of the field running.
SEC.
Penny Sewell. I would. It's close for me between him, Kayvon, and Javon Holland. All Oregon. So
yeah,
that's tough.
I'm only because I'm offensive lineman. I'm going with the offensive line.
Look at you. I know you.
His brother's going to be real good at linebacker, though.
Yep.
Doesn't flow.
So for the SEC, what we feeling with this?
Not Jamar Chase. I think it's Derek Stingley. I don't.
It's offensive player.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's only offense. Oh, okay. I didn't even see that. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Big 12 best offensive player Spencer Rattler. Yeah. Penny Sewell. Yeah. Jamar Chase. No. I think Najee Harris, just off the top of my head, is better. Sage Surratt, I think, is better. Devonta Smith, I think, is better. So
you are not high on Jamar Chase.
George Pickens is up there in the discussion for me. I might be Najee Harris though, because I'm pretty sure I have him in my top 5 overall players in college.
Dennis,
I was gonna pick the wide receiver number 17. Is it Javon Smith from saying his name right?
Yeah, from Alabama.
Yeah.
I'm picking Devontae. I'm picking Devontae Smith on this one. I mean, I said Devontae Smith, but I didn't mean to say that. I'm picking Najee Harris on this one.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, I think Alabama's going to go back to a running team this year too. You're going to see a real run-heavy Alabama offense, which we have not seen since Tua got there. I'm excited.
And he's the clear favorite and top guy there too.
Yep.
With Trey Sanders and Robinson.
For sure. I'm excited about it for sure. All right. There he is. So let's do this. 2020 Conference Championship predictions. This is obviously from a site. What do you guys have for this one? The
top
ACC,
2 immediately. I agree with.
So you have for the ACC. I mean, for the ACC, you have Miami versus Clemson.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have
UCF Memphis for sure.
What about you, Dennis? With those two?
No, this look about right. I mean, I'm hoping that Michigan could.
Well, I'm gonna go to the Big Ten real quick. I was talking about the first two, the ACC and AAC. The Big Ten, though, we already on it. You think Michigan?
It's gonna be. I'm hoping my Tennessee Vols. I'm gonna say Michigan, Ohio State on that one. Everyone, all the rest of them is pretty cool. I think Herm Edwards has done enough that he might beat Oregon.
I don't think they're gonna beat them.
I think he might.
I think the only team that has a chance to beat Oregon on their schedule is Ohio State. I think the only reason
he's gonna outbeat them is because he's gonna outcoach them.
I don't know. Crystal Ball's a good coach.
That's a bold statement. So are you saying on live they're gonna beat them?
They don't have the firepower to beat them.
because this will be the second time they played them if they played them in the championship, right?
Not
No.
In a long time, maybe. I don't think recently, no, because
no, he's talking about in the season. I don't do this play in the season.
If you see him in the conference championship, that's usually the second time you play him.
Yeah, that'd be the second time you see him.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Depends.
I think so. Second time Herm get him. Oh yeah. First time he gonna get Herm, but second time Herm get him, Herm got him.
I don't think they have the firepower to compete with Oregon.
Ain't about the firepower.
And then I don't think they have.
Let me say
defense to stop that offense.
Y'all ready for this?
Yep.
You play to win the game.
All right.
I think CJ Verdell is going to run for a lot of yards on them.
So here's the problem with that statement. And maybe in the NFL, firepower doesn't matter. You can't outcoach. You can outcoach somebody in the NFL and in the NCAA. But when you have a team full of talent, because this is what happened to Michigan, this is what happened to a lot of teams. When you just have too much talent on your team, talent outweighs talent. Sometimes your other players. I'm gonna go with talent all day. I'm gonna go with talent all day.
And I'm here to tell you that hard work beats talent any day of the week.
Arizona State better be working hard this season if they're gonna beat Oregon. That's for sure.
I forgot how the Pac-12's lined up, but I would have USC ultimately as the other Pac-12 team, but I don't know how they're exactly lined up between the two sides.
Are we okay with I'm okay with Big 12. I think that's fine.
Yep.
Are we okay with the SEC being Florida?
Well, LSU's not gonna. I don't think we're gonna be better than Bama, so we wouldn't be in it.
And I don't think that my team has a chance. I'm not. I love
Florida. I think will be all right this year.
I don't think Florida would be that good.
I don't think they're gonna be that great, but it's stacked on the other side. That's the problem.
It is completely stacked. All right. Greater.
Oh yeah.
Program.
How much money I got?
You got $15.
All right.
People always ask that. It's always 15.
Okay, cool. I'm going to shake things all the way up. I'm going to the SEC. I'm taking give me Alabama's facility.
Okay.
Give me Lincoln.
You're just gonna go out of order.
Give me Lincoln Riley.
Yeah.
Give me Lincoln Riley as a coach. So that's what? $7. I got $3 left. I'm gonna have to take Stingley Jr. and I'm gonna have to take. Oh wait a minute, hold up. I'm going to take Notre Dame fans, and I'm going to take Stingley Jr.
Okay. Jared?
All right, so this wasn't too hard for me. I thought backwards with the conference. I want to be in, a not as good conference, so I'm more successful, better chance of success. So I easily went Pac-12. At $1, that's a bargain. Nick Saban, coach, so we're at $6. Derek Stingley, of course, so we're at $7. And we went Oregon and LSU for $8, and we're under 15.
So you got $1 for yourself, basically.
Yeah, you can keep the change at that point.
So,
well, if you got $1 for yourself, can
those
you go
Oregon
back and
facilities are top notch, probably the best. The weight room and just the back room activity is arguably the best.
Nah, I want a Bama joint. Bama got the lights.
Dude, go do one of those tour things, those YouTube tours where they ridiculous Oregon, absolutely ridiculous.
I did a YouTube tour with Baylor. Baylor drink looked good too.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going with the Pac-12 also. I want to go undefeated every single year.
Yeah. They arm tackle like crazy with Nick Saban's recruits. Derrick Henry would be mowing through people.
Yeah, but then see, this is the reason why I wanted to go to the SEC, because I wanted to put Lincoln Riley in the SEC.
But you're trying to win, though. What do we?
I'm going to win.
I got my number one corner to lock down any
I don't have to
receiver.
worry. I don't have a quarterback issue.
Okay, I feel you. All right, so let me say about this real quick. I got the Pac-12. I got Ryan Day as my coach.
That was corny. That was a corny move to go to Pac-12. I don't let y'all know that. That was corny.
So
I want to win.
That's $3 right there.
You know what? I'll go to the ACC. I'll switch Pac-12 to ACC.
I'm staying in the Pac-12. Forget that.
Go to the Big 12. Go beat up Ohio State.
Honestly,
no, that's $4. That's $4.
I don't understand why the Big 12 is over the Big 10, but that's besides the point.
They probably did it for like us, like in that aspect, like $4, make it expensive to have the worst defense conference.
All right, look. I got the Pac-12 is my what? That's I'm staying in that conference. Dennis, you be in the SEC and have fun.
I'll go ACC to mix it up.
All right, I got Ryan Day as my coach. That's $3. I got Fields as my quarterback. I need my quarterback. I got Oregon as my facilities. I think that's 12. I'm at 12 right there. I'm gonna take I kind of want my horse. I kind of want the horse, the carriage rolling around. So I'm gonna take Oklahoma's fans. I want the horse. I want the carriage to roll around the field.
Yeah, we'll have to post those up and see what people think.
We got to, for sure. Dennis, you got the time on you? Where we at?
Let me see how long we've been on this thing. We've been on this thing for 1 hour. All
right. Well, I wanted to make a couple things real quick. I don't know if you guys saw that 5-star recruit, Maker. His name funny. Maker, though, commits to Howard over powerhouse UCLA in Kentucky. It's a 5-star recruit that did that too. And we had a couple transfers also that they committed to HBCUs too. So the question is this going to be a new norm though? Are people going to start? You think it's going to be a more of a case where you're going to see a lot of the athletes going to HBCUs now?
I want to say this. I want to give a shout out to $1 Million Worth of Game podcast and the way Gilly the Kid was saying it. You know, he was saying that he's excited for what they're doing over there at Howard, but he don't think that his son at 17 years old will be the sacrificial person to go ahead and go over there to Howard. You know, he was saying that they don't get all the same treatment and good things, and he feels as though Maker wouldn't go top 10 in the draft. I want to say this. I think Maker's going to go top 10 in the draft, and it probably ain't got nothing to do with his college ball game. It got to do with the way he's playing in high school. He was already a top recruit.
Yep.
I've seen players play 11 games in college basketball and go number 1 pick, Kyrie Irving. So those are the things that I'm going to say. Maker is doing great things out there. I don't think he's going to be by himself.
No, I don't think he is.
I think somebody else is coming to join him. But I do have to agree with Gilly on some parts where he was saying that, you know, the top of ESPN is going to be the UNCs, the Dukes, the Villanovas, and then the back half of Sports Center would be Howard University. You know, they wouldn't get the top games, but they would kill their competition all the time. And I hope that everything works out in this transformation that these kids are making, that they benefit from it real well. Howard University, please accept these kids with open arms and make them feel at home and comfortable. So that way we could get more kids to go to these HBCUs.
I'm excited for it for sure. Like, to say the least, like, big move by the guy. The guy's good too. If you watch him play, go look at his highlight tape. This Thon Maker's cousin. He's a little bit more built than Thon Maker. If you know what Thon Maker is, he has a little bit more muscle on him and everything. He is a big man, but he's definitely he looks like he can be good. I think he's going to bring notoriety to the college. It's going to bring recruits to the college, and I think it is going to start a new trend. It's going to be the new norm. Possibly. People are still going to go. You're still going to have people going to UKs, the UNC. That's not going to never stop. So to think that it is going to stop, it's not. It's never going to stop. You're still going to have athletes going to those schools. But I think this can bring in more of our athletes to HBCUs for sure.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the boy Jameis, what's his name? Played for Memphis.
James Wiseman.
Hardaway. What was his name?
You talking about James Wiseman? James Wiseman?
James Wiseman. I think he only played a couple games, right?
Played 6. 1 or 2.
Played 6. Yeah. He only played a couple games, and he about to be a top 10 pick.
Yeah, of course he is.
Right. So that's what I mean. It's you already in no matter what.
Honestly and truly, they look at your metrics, and as long as they see some game tape, you'll be fine.
Right.
You shall be fine. That's for sure. All right.
Woo!
Here it is.
Woo!
Who are you starting? Who you starting the team? You got these two, who I think are the top 3 power forward. We got the best power forward, I feel like, to some people. And you have a top 3, top 5 power forward in KG. Who are you guys starting your team with in their prime? You got Prime Duncan and Prime KG. Let's go with you first, Dennis.
I'm starting with KG. I've seen KG go, and I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna tell you everything that makes me go 100% KG. All right. And I just wrote an article the other day about Greg Popovich and how I feel as though Brett Brown's gonna be the next Greg Popovich. But I'll get to that later. I'm gonna tell it to you like this. KG has been through a plethora of coaches, a plethora of bad teams, and has still been the same KG. Nothing different. There has not been a time that you've seen KG on the Minnesota Timberwolves and haven't said, we ain't got to worry about him. He is the top priority on – matter of fact, he's the top priority on every team he's been on.
That's true.
Even late in his career. He's been the top priority on every team he's been on. When you woke up in the morning, I got to stop KG today. And
I mean, so are you saying they didn't say that about Duncan?
They said it about Duncan, but I think Duncan was favored by coaching. I think Duncan was favored by great coaching. If you come up with the same coach that long, you're destined to be for greatness.
Okay.
Because y'all have a relationship. Now, some players don't always get it like that. So you got Karl Malone and Jerry Sloan. They were great. They just couldn't win the big game. They lost to Michael Jordan. You got. I'm trying to think of some other players that had a coach for a long time. I can't think of that many.
So definitively, you say you're going with KG, correct?
I'm going with KG. Don't get me wrong. Tim Duncan is Mr. Fundamentals. He's a stud, but I'm going KG because even if the times get tough, I ain't got to worry about what's going to happen with KG. I already know what's going to happen. I seen KG at his best, his worst. The good, bad, and the ugly. I've seen it.
Okay. Jared, what about you?
I'm a Wolves fan, so KG.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, I mean,
you're a lone wolf. You're a lone wolf. Go ahead and say it.
Not a lone wolf. I told you he was my favorite big man. I keep trying to say it. So, I'm going with KG. Only reason why being, though, because don't get me wrong, there's no disrespect to my guy, Tim Duncan, because Tim Duncan is a beast, like, regardless. But I do know that KG I know he can play with any coach. Let's put it like that. I know he can travel any team. I know he can travel any coach. And that's no spite to Tim Duncan because that's like basically saying, though, that since you didn't play on another team, then you're not good. No.
With no other coach, so I don't know.
I mean, I know Tim Duncan was going to be good regardless. The man came in the league.
Good, but was he going to be top 5?
KG likes Cheerios,
that's
too.
That's the thing. He could have been good. It could have been Chris Webber.
No.
Okay?
No.
Not saying that Chris Webber is not in a top 5 argument, but he could have been good and could have been Chris
No. Absolutely not, Dennis. If a man comes in the league averaging 21 his rookie year and takes his team to the finals, no, Dennis. Absolutely not. That man was going to be a top 5 center. Power forward regardless. He was going to be a top 3 power forward regardless.
I can't say that.
No, man. Come on.
I think Greg Popovich coached his way into being the top guy.
I can't fault him for having a good coach. You're faulting him for having a good coach. You can't
fault him. I'm just seeing that. I'm seeing it like this. I'm just trying to think of another coach. If he played with another coach, would he still be? And
the banks were always open.
I don't want to give him like a dummy coach. I want to give him another coach.
But Dennis, he had the intangibles, like his footwork. He had the post game. He had all that stuff in college, so it transferred over to the NBA.
Chris Webber. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, here's the difference, though. I'm trying to tell you. Here's the difference. Chris Webber couldn't score like Tim Duncan. He couldn't.
Chris Webber could. Stop.
No, he couldn't. He couldn't. No matter what you say, he couldn't. He couldn't score like Timmy.
Chris, there was, and listen, I'm going straight on talent. I'm not going on all that. Straight on talent. There's nothing that Tim Duncan could do that Chris Webber couldn't do.
He didn't have a post game like Tim Duncan.
I think he had a great post game.
Not like Tim Duncan. He didn't have no banks.
The banks weren't open as much either.
I don't think that there was a flaw to Chris Webber's game, except for that he kept getting injured.
He didn't have a bank shot
and
like
that timeout. And that timeout. That's the two flaws I seen in Chris Webber's game.
He didn't have no bank shot like Timmy.
He didn't know his shit was straight. But Tim Duncan used the backboard. His shit was straight in.
That KG mid range though.
Oh, the KG mid range is ridiculous. But Tim Duncan's mid range is ridiculous. There's a difference.
A lot of those guys. Look at Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace jump shot was ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not
Rasheed Wallace post game was ridiculous. But if we was to go top 10 power forwards, people wouldn't say Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, give or take. Of course not.
We wouldn't say that. So that's what I'm saying. Is like on the talent level, all these guys had the talent, but Tim Duncan had the best coach.
He did. I'm not disagreeing with you, D.
And that takes you to another level when you got a guy there that's going to coach you to another level.
Okay. And all I'm telling you is you can't fault him for having that. Like, it's not. What I'm trying to tell you is, though, is that he was destined to be good regardless.
Okay, here we go. Here's the conversation. You put Tim Duncan on that Minnesota Timberwolves team. Do they go to the Western Conference Finals?
What Minnesota Timberwolves team went to the Western Conference Finals?
The one where he won his MVP?
You sure?
Positive. They played against the Lakers.
You positive?
Positive. They had Latrell Sprewell and they had Sam Cassell on their team.
Oh, that's the year that Sam Cassell was averaging 20 points a game. And Latrell Sprewell was averaging 22. Yes, they do go to the finals. Like, yeah, when you have Latrell Sprewell and Sam Cassell averaging 20 points a game.
I don't think they was averaging that much. I think they probably was averaging 15 apiece.
No, they weren't.
But
what year was that?
And I think they had Wally Zerbiak too.
What year was that? What year was that?
2003, 2004. Right there. The same year he won MVP was the year he went to the Western Conference Finals.
Sam Cassell in 2003, 2004. He was averaging 19.8, basically 20.
Okay, so now next is not 20 because I gave you $19.80. You'd be like, yo, I'll shortchange you.
Guess what? You're rounding up.
Let's go.
You're rounding up.
You ain't rounding up. No, I'll shortchange you. So let's see Latrell Sprewell.
Okay, so 19.8 steal. Okay.
All right. That's it.
Latrell Sprewell was not on that team. Who are you thinking of?
Oh, I'm not. Latrell Sprewell was on that team.
No, he wasn't.
Wally Zerbiak.
Latrell Sprewell was on that team. You might want to look at it again.
I promise you he wasn't. Oh, yeah, he was. I see it right here. My bad.
I'll tell you.
He averaged 17. So 7. So time out. 17 and 19 plus Tim Duncan's 22 and his 23. 12.9 rebounds, 3.9 assists, and 2.9 blocks a game. Yo, yeah, for sure. I think they still go there. Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Absolutely, Dennis. Come on now.
I think KG was the difference maker that year.
Of course he was a difference maker. And guess who would have been a difference maker?
He was an animal that year.
Guess who would have been a difference maker this year? It would have been good old Prime Duncan.
You know who's another one that had all the talents like Tim Duncan and could do everything Tim Duncan could do? But he was soft as baby poop.
Who?
PG-16.
You said who?
PG-16. Back when he was with Memphis. Paul Gasol.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
Well, when you have a guy that brings you up to that next level, you'll start winning championships when you play with a great coach and great players.
First of all, we're not going to do that there.
I'm just letting you know.
He was already All-Star when he was on Memphis, though. I mean,
he was an All-Star, and I'm saying that's what Tim Duncan would have been. Paul Gasol in Memphis.
No, all right. We're going to the next topic. We're going to the next topic.
Matter of fact, I'm recording that right there. I like the way that sounds.
I do got to get out of here, though, guys.
All right, man. That's all. Enjoy yourself, man.
I will. It was fun.
Hey, we appreciate you, Jared.
Yeah.
That's all. Choose 3 players in their prime.
I'm going to tear the game up right here. Ooh. Who you picking?
Okay. In their prime. Picking Jason Kidd. I need my point guard.
Damn, I ain't gonna pick him. Go ahead.
I know you're picking Chris Webber, so I ain't gonna take him. Because I truly don't want him either, though. But
he's a hater. He's a hater.
Actually, I'm not picking Jason Kidd. I'm sorry. I'm picking. That's Vince Carter, correct?
That is Vinsanity.
I'm picking Vinsanity. I'm picking Melo.
Oh.
And I'm picking Dwight.
Who the hell running point?
We'll figure that out. We can have a bomber on point. We can have Mario Chalmers on point. And Joe Anthony be our power forward.
All right. I'm since you took Melo, I need to win this game from you. So I'm taking Reggie Miller. I'm taking C Webb. And I'm taking Ray Allen.
I'm okay with that. That's a good pick.
I'm taking Ray Allen. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. When Ray Allen get cold, Reggie Miller going to get hot.
I'm not worried about Reggie Miller.
Ray Allen going to heat up.
Hey, I'm the only person I'm worried about on your team because who did you say? You said Chris Webber. I'm not worried about Chris Webber.
Chris Webber going to give Dwight Howard fits.
No, he's not.
He's going to put him in the blender.
No, he's not. This is prime Dwight. Dwight putting up.
It's prime Dwight. Prime Dwight, all he was good for was blocking shots. Chris Webber about to give him. He about to take him right out the box, hit that top of the key jump shot. Easy money.
You think that?
Straight off the pick and roll with Reggie Miller. Easy money.
Dwight is about to drop the 28 and 12 on this man.
Listen, I might have picked the worst team for announcers, but I think I did pretty good.
Dwight's putting up 28 and 12.
Dwight didn't get no rebound. I'm keeping him outside the key.
No, he's putting up 28 and 12.
He didn't get no rebound.
Melo's gonna give Reggie Miller fits.
Yeah, he is.
Vince Carter's gonna give Ray Allen.
Reggie gonna take Melo right out the game.
No, he's not.
Reggie gonna call KG up and tell Melo about hunting their Cheerios. Take him right out the game. Easy money. Now Vince Carter, that's gonna be the hard one. Vince Carter and Ray Allen, that's gonna be the hard one.
We'll see. I'm gonna post these. I'm gonna post both of these, the programs and the thing. We'll see.
That's gonna be the hard one. That's gonna cool.
I think my team gonna beat yours, though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And if we could finish it out and put a couple more in there, that'd have been different.
It'd have been different for sure. All right, best dynasty. This is an easy one. Are you going with the Bulls? You going with the Lakers?
I'm going with the 2000 Lakers. You can have the Bulls. I'm going with the 2000 Lakers.
Why?
Because they went 16-1 in that finals, and they only lost to the Philadelphia 76ers. They swept every team they played but the Sixers. That's because they had like a 20-something day layover.
Okay, wait. But a dynasty is...
They won 3 in a row.
Okay, but a dynasty... The Bulls won 6. The Celtics won 5.
Right.
That Lakers won 5, I'm sorry.
Well, not with Shaq.
No, I'm talking about that Lakers with Kareem and Magic.
Oh, yeah.
Like
the only difference between all these teams, Shaq and Kobe had beef. That's the only difference.
Yes, they did.
If Shaq and Kobe ain't had no beef, they'd be the greatest one on here. I put it to you like this. They beat that Warriors team easy money.
I don't know about that.
They beat that Warriors team easy money.
I don't know about that one.
Easy money.
I don't know about that one, to be honest with you. I don't know about that one, Dennis. I don't know. I'm picking the Bulls, though. Michael Jeffrey Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Dennis Rodman for 3 of them. Dennis Rodman and company for 3. I'm picking the Bulls. No, he was there for 2. I'm sorry, not 3. I apologize. But still.
No, he was there for the back 3. He was there for all back 3.
You sure?
Yeah, he played against the Seattle Supersonics in the first one.
I thought he was only there for he was. You're right, because he has 5 rings instead of You're right. He has 5.
Back 3. And then people don't mention him when it comes to top power forwards.
Because he didn't have an offensive game. And a lot of people consider when you're top, you can have offense and defense. That's why.
I like this. That's why. I'm gonna have to agree with this list.
I agree with this list too. Definitely do.
Now I want to say, Larry the Legend need to be there, but I'm gonna give LeBron his props. I ain't going.
He ain't better than LeBron. Come on now, man.
I'm gonna give LeBron his props. I ain't gonna hate on him.
All right, it's gonna be our last topic. Mount Rushmore. We're gonna pick PG's first. PG, people says the top 4 was Magic, the big old Oscar Robertson, Isaiah Thomas, John Stockton. You agree with that?
Yeah, I'm agree with that.
Okay. Shooting guard, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, D. Wade, Allen Iverson.
I definitely agree with that.
All right. Small forward, LeBron, Larry Bird, Julius Erving, Scottie Pippen.
Scottie got to go.
Who you putting in there?
Scottie got to go.
Who you putting in there?
I got to put somebody else in there, but Scottie got to go. I think I might put Worthy in there over Scottie, but Scottie got to go.
I'm taking Scottie out, and I'm putting in. It's between 2 people, and I'm putting in KD or Kawhi, but I'm putting in KD though.
No, I'll put Kawhi there. Kawhi deserves it.
I get that. I'm gonna put in KD. All right, power forward. You got Tim Duncan, Karl Malone, KG, and Dirk.
I'm taking Dirk out.
Who you putting in?
Putting in Barkley.
Okay. I'm keeping it the same.
No, you know what? I'm not putting in Barkley. I'm putting in Moses Malone.
Moses Malone was a center.
I thought he played power forward. All right, well then I'm putting him in center. Let me see who the 4 centers are.
You got Kareem. You got Hakeem, Bill Russell, and Wilt.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think you can take out any of those people, but I'm going to take out 2 of them. I'm taking out Bill Russell and Wilt because I ain't seen them play.
Oh, my God. Yo, you just be hating on these guys from the 60s, yo.
That's because Wilt Chamberlain isn't real.
He is real, man. He's the only player.
Bill Russell's real.
He's the only player to go in the Hall of Fame in basketball and volleyball.
And it's volleyball. There he is. This fact that he likes to ring up. Wilt Chamberlain.
The only player to get a Quanto Cinco. I think I said that right.
Wilt Chamberlain is not real. But I'm going to leave it, though. These are all greats. But he's not real. I mean, if you want to sit down and talk to me, anybody who's watching, and ask me, and we can talk about how he's fake, we can. I'm always down for it. But he's not real.
Talk. Shout out to him.
With that being said, though, as always, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys coming out. As always, another edition of The Vault. Thank you, Jared. He left out early. Thank you, Jared, though. Dennis, as always, any last words?
I want to thank everybody for watching, man, especially Patrick. Man, Patrick, you got a lot to say, man. We'd like to have you on the show one day, Patrick.
For sure, Patrick. Hit us up.
Hit us up, man. We'd like to have you on the show one day. Besides all that, this was a great show. I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, like I said, God bless. Good night.
As always, like I said, good. As Dennis just said, God bless. Good night. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Be tuning in next week. Always have big news for you guys. Thank you again. Take it easy, guys.